Guys, so this is my fifth video on TKINTER and today we will learn message box. So what exactly are message box? I'll just show you. Just wait a second. And this is a button which says press me. When I press this, I get this screen, info screen, which we call. So this is a part of message box. There are show info, warning, asking, and many more. So we'll discuss about all of the message box in this video. Let's get started. Okay, so yep, let's create it again. So just repeat the usual process, which is sorry, just repeat the usual process, which is from TKINTER. You have to import your star and screen is equals to capital TK and screen dot main. I'm sorry, dot main loop. So which does this? Okay, now we want message box. Just note that message box does not work properly when used independently. For example, let me just show you this syntax for the message box. What you have to do is you have to write from your TKINTER again, import message box. Okay, so this is that simple. You just import message box, then you name a variable m or anything you want. M is equals to, or don't write a variable, simple, but don't write a variable, you just write message box dot, let's do first show info message box dot show info, and I'm just writing the text and I'll explain you what the text signifies and their position signifies in the parenthesis. Okay, so data, and this is your data, your info, something like that. Okay, so when I run this, yep, you get your message screen, okay, which is the info screen, or I should say message box, but you also get your screen, right? So this is the issue when you use your message box independently. Okay, so how we will use this dependently? By creating a button, or by assigning the value, or by applying a condition. For example, if you are creating a form and there you have applied a restriction that at the entered name should be, the length of the entered name should be greater than 7, then you'll apply if else statement, and then you'll apply show error. Okay, which will give us error. We'll just take a look at every one of them. So yep, so I'll just create a simple button. Okay, I'll just create a simple button, and for that I'll create a screen dot geometry, if it's okay. Geometry, screen dot geometry, I'll take 300 x 300. Hope it's, yep, it's good to go. Now I'll create a button. Just wait a second, I'll create a button. So b button, I'm sorry, button, and inside the screen comma, the usual text is equals to press me, or click comma command is equals to clicked. Okay, so I have to create a command. Before that, just apply dot back, right? Okay, clicked is not defined. Yeah, so basically I've created a button in the screen which would have text displayed on it, which would be click, and command would be clicked. What is the command? I have to create that command. If you are not able to recognize what I'm doing or not getting what I'm doing, just watch my previous videos. So def clicked. Okay, after clicking it, I'll go inside it and I'll write message box dot show info, which would be the first of them. Show info data comma, this is your info. Okay, control S. So control S, and then what you do? Yep, so I think it would work. What I've done is I've given the command of the screen, or assigned the command of the screen. That means when you command of the button, I'm sorry, I have actually created the def function, which is clicked, which is the command of a button. Okay, clicked. Okay, so what is going to happen is when you will click on the clicked button, this def function or this function would be executed. Okay, and what does this function says? It creates a message box. So let's see what will happen. Okay, we have our click, and when we click this is your info. So now it's something like that. But what if you want that when I click this and when I press OK, your this screen is not disappearing? So it's very simple. I've also taught you this in my previous video, but let us recapitulate. You just have to write screen dot destroy, and that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay, and I'll just show you. What if I put this in a variable, right? And in the function itself I'll write print m. What will happen? Click me. So I click and this. So okay, what does this okay means? That means this is your info. You have a okay button only. If you had a no button and you clicked on the no button, then this would have been no. Okay, uh, if I write okay again, you get your okay again. So this is info. This is an info, simple info. Just organize it your way, just play with it your way. The other would be warning. Okay, show warning. Warning. Okay, and oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you about the significance of parenthesis. Okay, yeah, just just look at this. Just look at this, and just wait a second. Okay, just wait a second. If I click on this, yep. So you can see that this data, just wait a second, this data would be the widget. Okay, you see this data, that means the first placement of our parenthesis means the heading. Okay, the title of our message box. The data is our title of our message box, and the content of our message box is the second position of the parenthesis, which is this is your info. Okay, it's very easy to understand. Let's get continuing. And the other message box is show warning. Okay, show warning. Warning. So warning, this is not your information. Okay, if I click this, so of course there's a warning and there is a OK button. We don't have a cancel or no button. So it's similar to info only. It's just that it shows this triangle and it signifies a warning. Okay, so after this is done, the next one is show, I'm sorry, the next one is show error, I think. Yeah, that is to show error. Okay, it's very simple to recognize that show error would show error. Of course, you have this error, and again a OK button. So basically you cannot perform any function. You can just do that. If I press this, you will destroy the screen. Okay, for example, what will happen? Print m. Okay, print m total s will be. What will happen if I don't press OK and instead I press this? It's still gonna press OK. Okay, right. So there is no such significance of playing with this. What you can do is create a label, right? I'm just telling you, I'm not creating a label. Create a label, right, where you accept something, and create a label where you accept something, and text it as submit. Okay, and inside the click function you just get your names, right? And I'll just show you. It's a waste of time, but I'll show you. Okay, let us create a label, which would be my m, sorry, which will be my L is equal to label screen comma text screen comma that's it, I guess, dot back. Okay, I'm not getting anything, just wait. Okay, I've created a label. Oh, I'm sorry, I want to create an entry. I'm sorry. So entry, yeah, you get an entry, right? So what you do is control X, control V, pack. Okay, so after pack, what you can do is press this button whenever you have entered the number. Press this button, and what you can do is if if l dot get, this is how you get the information in your entry, and you will only get the information on your entry when you have closed the window or the screen, or when you're entering into another function, right? So we are entering into another function which is clicked when we press the submit button, right? So when if l dot get is equal to, what do I say, I'll say it Himanshu. Okay, if l dot get is equals to Himanshu, right? L dot get is equals to Himanshu, then I'll print this, press Ctrl B. Okay, so Himanshu, submit the button. So we get an error, non-type. Oh, I'm sorry, it just have to, I'm sorry. Yep, L dot get back. Yep, now it would work, and yeah, now it should work. Himanshu. Yep, this is not your info. So yeah, and we can also write else statement, else just screen dot destroy. So this is how you play with the screen, this is how you play with everything. So if I press submit, it's gonna destroy the screen, right? So this is how you play with your OK cancel as well, right? If I write show error, and the other function which I'm going to include is ask question. Okay, ask and ask question. Okay, let's see what this does. If I write Himanshu, so yep, it asks yes or no, right? So what we can do is apply the condition or yes or no. Okay, so if Himanshu is equal to itne, what you can do is ask, and what you can ask is, do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? Okay, do you want to continue? If m is equal to, what do we say, yes, do you want to continue? So yes, so I'll, sorry, it should be small yes. Yes, then I'll pass it, right? If m is equal to m is equal to no, then I'll say screen dot destroy. Okay, it's very easy to understand. I'll just explain you. Control S, Control B. So what is the else statement again? Okay, Himanshu submit. Yes, do you want to continue? So if I press yes, nothing's gonna happen. If I press no, my screen would get destroyed. That means my screen is would be closed. Why is that so? I'll just take you through my code. What I've written is, if l.get, that is whatever I entered in my entry, if that entered value is Himanshu, is equal to Himanshu, then m is equal to, this is your ask question box, where this is your heading and this is your content, right? And I'm also checking the value of yes or no. What is that? If I just wait a second, Himanshu, okay, yep, if I press yes, the value of m, okay, you cannot continue, of course. Okay, if I press yes, then the value of m would be yes. If I press no, the value of m would be no. All right, so what I've written is, if the value of m, that is my message box, is equal to yes, that means if I've clicked the yes button, then I'm gonna pass. I will not be going to do something, right? If m is equal to no, then I'll destroy my screen. Let us look back what we have created. Himanshu again, submit, and if I press, do you want to continue? If I press no, then screen is destroyed. If I press yes, screen will remain there. Okay, so this is how we play with our ask question. Now let's move on to something else. This is similar to ask question. It is actually OK cancel, right? Ask, OK cancel. Yep, so Himanshu again, submit. Do you want to continue? OK or cancel? So nothing's gonna happen. Okay, nothing's gonna happen because we have written the value of m is equal to yes. Here we have to write a okay, and do you want to continue or cancel? Now it would work. Just let me do yep, and submit. Okay, do you want to continue? Cancel. Nothing's happening. Okay, do you want to continue? Okay, nothing is happening. Okay, I have to check the value of m here. Just wait a second. Print m. Okay, so Himanshu, submit. If I press OK, I'll get true. Okay, if I press cancel, I'll get false. Okay, it's very simple to understand. You have to just write if m is equal to what do you say, true, or you just write true. It's gonna print hello. Let us check if this true works or the string works. Okay, so Himanshu, and then you press submit, then you press OK. So print is not defined. It's print. Try as Control B. So if I press Himanshu, just wait. Press submit button and OK. So you get hello. OK, right? So if m is equal to false, then I'll destroy the screen, right? Or if it's true, do you want to continue? Okay, then I'll pass. So screen dot destroy. I'll just explain you what I've done. What I've done is if I entered my name again, it's an hectic work, but once you submit, we get our ask information. Do you want to continue? If I press OK, then of course my screen will remain there because I've written if m is equal to true. That means if I press OK, the value of my m, which is my message box, would be equal to true. Not that string type, but the true. Okay, so if I press cancel, the value of my m would be false, not the string type. Okay, so if I press OK, the screen will remain there. If I press cancel, my screen would get destroyed. Yep. So that's how you play with your what do you say, ask OK cancel. And similar to that, you have ask yes no, and then you have ask retry cancel. Okay, retry and cancel. Right. Let me just show you retry and cancel. Retry, cancel. Yes, and I'll print the value of m so that you get the value what is being printed. If I press this button, then what would be the value of m? If I press that, so something like that. Okay, so if I write Himanshu, submit, then ask, do you want to continue? Retry. Do you want to continue is something not suitable. I'll just cancel it. I'll write entered info wrong. Okay, Himanshu, submit. Yes, entered info wrong. So do you want to retry? Do you want to cancel? If I press retry, the value of my m is true. If I press cancel, the value of my m is false. So I hope you would be able to play with your message box perfectly. I'm just here to build your concepts about TKINTER, message box, and everything. If you want videos about another topic, you just have to comment down below. Thank you for watching.